Hello and welcome to this edition of Back in History. Back in History takes you back in time to the events that took place in the past. We visit the far past and also visit the contemporary past. In this edition, we take you back to the composition of the first cabinet of President Muhammadu Buhari of Nigeria. Welcome to this edition of Back in History. Muhammadu Buhari was trained for the Nigerian army. He was trained at home and abroad. He got commissioned into the army and rose through the ranks. He headed several military formations in between. In 1983, he seized power from the civilian president Shehu Shagari through a military coup. He then served as Nigeria's military head of state from 31st December 1983 until 27th August 1985, when he was also removed in a military coup staged by Ibrahim Babangida and his comrades in arms. Buhari was kept under house arrest in a well-guarded bungalow in Benin City, Nigeria. He was later released after 3 years. Buhari then went back to live a private life. He engaged in agriculture and in particular he engaged in cattle rearing. He later took interest in politics and contested for the office of President of Nigeria. He contested 3 times and for 3 times he lost. The first time was in 2003 when he contested as candidate of the All Nigeria People's Party ANPP. The second time was in 2007 when he contested under the same party, and the third time was in 2011 when he contested as candidate of the Congress for Progressive Change, CPC. It was in 2015 when he contested for the 4th time that he won. He contested under the platform of the All Progressives Congress, the APC. He was the first civilian president-elect in the history of Nigeria that was not taken to court by the major contender for the office. President Jonathan conceded defeat and placed a phone call to him hours before the final declaration of the election result by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Nigeria's electoral body. Buhari was sworn in on 29th May 2015 to serve for a 4-year term. It took him 6 months to constitute his cabinet. Nigerians were not happy with him. They complained bitterly that the president was taking too long to constitute his cabinet. It was also the longest time ever in the history of Nigeria for a president to wait for 6 months to constitute his cabinet. But Buhari defended his position and repeatedly said that he was taking his time to get the best set of people to work in his cabinet for the good of Nigeria. This did not go down well with Nigerians. For most Nigerians, the president ought to have known the persons he would work with even before swearing in or shortly after swearing in. President Buhari eventually constituted his cabinet on 11th November 2015 when 36 ministers selected from the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory were sworn in. Prior to the swearing in, their names had been forwarded to the then Senate President Bukola Saraki for screening by the Senate and confirmation in line with the Constitution of Nigeria. The following persons served as Buhari's first set of ministers. Audu Ogbe. Audu Ogbe is one of Nigeria's longest-serving politicians alive. He began to take active part in the politics of Nigeria at a young age and has featured prominently in most Nigeria's administrations. He had served as the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party and later moved to the All Progressives Congress. He was appointed by President Buhari as Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development. He served from 1st November 2015 to 28 May 2019 when Buhari's first term drew to a close. The other person was Heineken Lukbebiri. Heineken Lukbebiri was Minister of State for Agriculture. Heineken is also a known politician and is the current Minister of Petroleum under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Heineken served as a senator at the National Assembly. He is from Bayelsa State of Nigeria. He served in Buhari's cabinet from 11th November 2015 to 28th May 2019. The other person was Udoma Udoma, who was sworn in as Minister of Budget and National Planning. Udoma Udoma is a London-trained lawyer. He is a boardroom guru and has interest in several commercial ventures. He commands respect across board. He served in the Senate as Senator representing Eket Senatorial District of Akwa Ibom State and is currently the chairman of the Governing Council of Akwa Ibom State University. He served in Buhari's government till the end of the first term. The other person was Zainab Ahmed, who served as Minister of State for Budget and National Planning under Senator Udoma Udoma. In Nigeria, a Minister of State is a Deputy Minister. The other person was Adebayo Shitu, who served as Minister of Communications. The Minister of Defense was Mansur Dan Ali, while the Minister of Education was Adamu. Anthony Anguka served as Minister of State for Education. Amina Mohammed was the first person to be appointed as Minister of Environment during Buhari's first term in office, but she left a year later, precisely on 15th December 2016. She was succeeded by Ibrahim Jibril, who served from 15th December 2016 to 12th December 2018. He was succeeded by Suleiman Hassan Zama, who stayed till the end of the first term. Ibrahim Usman Jibrin was the Minister of State. Mohammed Musa Bello served as Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. He served from November 2015 till the end of Buhari's first term in May 2019. The Ministry of Finance was first occupied by Mrs. Kemi Adeosun, a London-trained financial expert. She did creditably well and was admired by most Nigerians and non-Nigerians. She was flawless in spoken English and was not too involved in politics. Kemi, however, lost the seat when she resigned her appointment on 28 September 2018 following a scandal relating to her National Youth Service Corps certificates. She returned to the United Kingdom to be with her family. She was immediately succeeded by Zainab Ahmed, who went on to serve till the end of Buhari's first term. The Minister of Foreign Affairs was Geoffrey Onyema, a veteran diplomat who served till the end of Buhari's first term and went on to serve in the second term. The Minister of State for Foreign Affairs was Khadija Bukar Abba Ibrahim. At the Ministry of Health, Isaac Folorunsho Adewale was appointed as the minister, while Osage Hanire served as Minister of State for Health. Okechukwu Enelema served as Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, while Aisha Abubakar served as Minister of State for the same ministry. Lai Mohammed served as Minister of Information and Culture. Lai is a lawyer and politician. He served till the end of Buhari's first term and had the fortune of also serving in the same capacity for the whole of the second term. Abdul Rahman Bello Dambazao served as Minister of Interior. Dambazao is a retired Army General. Abubakar Malami, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, served as Attorney General and Minister of Justice. This is one ministry that does not usually have a Minister of State. Malami served till the end of Buhari's first term and also served throughout the second term. Towards the end of the administration, he got married to one of the president's daughter. The Minister of Labour and Employment was Dr. Chris Ngige, a medical doctor by profession and one-time governor of Anambra State. Many workers in Nigeria did not like Ngige, owing to his shifting position in labor issues, but he appears to have been loved by his principal, President Muhammadu Buhari, who kept him in office throughout the first term and the second term. He dresses with Papa's cap all the time, and this appears to be his trademark. He is also seen by many as a jolly good fellow. James Ocholi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, was appointed as Minister of State for the same ministry, but James unfortunately died in a ghastly motor accident on 6th March 2016, barely 1 year after the takeoff of Buhari's administration. Stephen Ocheni was appointed to succeed him. Kayode Fayemi was the Minister of Mines and Steel Development until May 2018 when he resigned to become the Governor of Ekiti State. Abubakar Bawa Buhari served as Minister of State. Usani Uguru Usani served as Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, while Omole Daramola served as the Minister of State for Niger Delta Affairs. The President was the Minister of Petroleum. He, however, appointed Emmanuel Ibekachuku as Minister of State for Petroleum. Ibekachuku is a lawyer and expert in the oil and gas sector. Babatunde Fashola, former governor of Lagos State, served as the Minister of Works. Mustafa Baba Shehuri also served as Minister of State for Works. He succeeded Suleiman Hassan Zama. In the Ministry of Science and Technology, Ogbonnayo Onu served as the Minister. In the Ministry of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, former governor of Rivers State, served as Minister. Hadi Sirika served as Minister of State for Aviation. Suleiman Adamu Kazaure served as Minister of Water Resources, while Aisha Al-Hassan served as Minister of Women Affairs. Aisha Abubakar succeeded her in the same ministry. Solomon Lalong served as the Minister of Sports and Development. A former prison staff, Lalong wore his prison staff cap throughout his term as minister and was easily identified by it. It is worthy of mention that most of these ministers continued with President Muhammadu Buhari into his second term, and most of them maintained the same positions till the end of the second term. There were criticism against most of them with calls for removal, but President Muhammadu Buhari was adamant. He kept most of his ministers till the end. While Buhari served as the head of his cabinet, Professor Yemi Osinbajo served as the vice president. Abba Kyari served as the first chief of staff to the president until his death. Babachi Lawal served as the secretary to the government of the Federation. Babachi was removed following the grass-cutting scandal, and Habibat Lawal was appointed as acting secretary to the government of the Federation. She acted for 8 months and was replaced with Boss Mustafa, a lawyer and politician. Thanks for watching this edition of Back in History, and do remember to subscribe to this channel or follow the page for regular notification on every new video. I am your friend and host Ekemi Nudim, wishing you the best of time as you continue to accompany me on this journey on the documentation of the history of Africa.